Well, good evening, everybody. I am out for an evening walk on the roads near my house. So there's a bit of a lap of about 4 miles. It's about 7k all the way around my house, and so I'm out for an evening walk. It's Saturday today, and we were in a factory today doing loads of cladding cleaning. So even though it was hard work, we gave them one of our day rate prices, and which is great because we actually have to go back there and finish and do more carpet, windows, and a little bit more cladding next Saturday and Sunday. So again, working on the Sunday. So yeah, so I had a really good day at work today, and again, the benefit of giving a day rate and not, I suppose they're the kind of customer that they don't always ask for a quote beforehand because we do so much for them. They value what we do, and they just say put in the bill. They're a um, uh, massive pharmaceutical company, so I suppose they're coming down with money. So I suppose you don't really kind of often get customers like that. But the advantage today of having an employee, I have two employees, and I have a part-time office woman who does about 10 hours a week for me in organising calls, answering the phone, giving quotes, and all of that sort of stuff. I know that might sound funny to some of you guys that have round-based systems in the UK, but over here in Ireland, we do have rounds, but then we also have kind of more one-off stuff. I suppose the carpet and things like that is kind of a little bit more one-off. So all of that needs quotations given and stuff like that. I haven't done a video for ages about Facebook and Facebook advertising that we do every week, every day of the week, and how it brings in so many jobs for us in our local market. But this is about employees. So again, I'm working Saturday and Sunday of this week coming up, and so that I don't completely burn out, and so that I have a good time with my kids and stuff like that. I take a couple of days off in the week, and that's what I'll do this week. I'm going to take the bank holiday off, of course, or I actually might end up working this Monday bank holiday because the family are away, so it kind of doesn't suit to take that day off. But I'll take 2 days off in the week, and I'll do school stuff with the kids, and I'll take them swimming and all of that sort of jazz. Stuff that I really enjoy doing with them, and yeah, so that's what I'll end up doing, and then I'll end up working the Saturday and Sunday. So there is a work-life balance there. But the advantage of having an employee, and it's not always easy training in an employee, they slow you down at the start. But the advantage of having an employee is, like the day that I took off this week, I sent my employee, because we're just chock-a-block at the moment, so I sent my employee out for a big, long, massive day. He collected the van from my house, ready to go at, I think, 8:30 a.m, and he was back at 5:30. And he earned savage money that day on window cleaning. And because he had a bit more responsibility that day, the jobs were harder because most of them were first cleans. He got a nice little bonus for himself as well. So he's happy, I'm happy that the van is out. Apart from 10, 15 euro diesel, I'm a few €100 better off at the end of the day for sending him out, which is always an excellent plus. So I suppose at the very start, it was a bit of a hassle training him up, buying the tools. Will I get enough work for the two of us? But how I started off was I started just on a 1 day a week. So he's on a 1 day a week contract even now, even though he works full time. So yeah, so just it's really, really beneficial. I started off 1 day, then it went 2, then it went 3. So it's just really, really beneficial to start off that way, that I wasn't throwing myself in the deep end. And again, it was somebody that I knew had a bit of experience before. Again, I had to train them up as to what I view as the correct way of doing things, and that took time. Is he, I suppose, you kind of have to get rid of your ego a little bit as well, because is he as good as me on a job? He's not. But compared to, because I hold myself up to a really, really high spotless standard for window cleaning, not in everything in life. And but his job is 90% of my job, which isn't as good as my job, but it's still a damn good job. And so sometimes you have to get over that for yourself as well, of, oh, I don't trust somebody to do as good a job as me. When, do you know what, mate? No, they're probably not going to do as good a job as you. But do you know what? Maybe they're a genuine, decent person that is going to be a really hard-working employee. And my 2 employees are in their 50s, actually. Just really good grafters. They're trying to do a good job. We have good fun in the van, and it really works. So this week, my employee is going to be with me on, is that a car coming? Is going to be with me on Saturday, but not Sunday. I can do that myself. So I'll give him a day off in the week as well, so that he has good work-life balance. But then I'll send him on a day again by himself, so that the van is still out for 6 days this week because of the bank holiday. So 6 or 7 days maybe, if we do end up working the bank holiday. Yeah, so that was all I wanted to say. Just the advantage of, I don't have to flog myself to death, but yet the van is making money for 7 days coming in. And I know it's hard to make the money for the customers. I was nervous about taking somebody on. I didn't know what to do. I maxed out my time first. So I was chock-a-block 5 days a week first before I ever dreamt of it, with a backlog that I needed somebody during the busy times. I took them on for a day a week, trained them up. But before I did that, I suppose my advice was, if you're busy and you're flat out and you're a one-person operator, maybe try and up the prices. So if you have a €20, £20 house or £22 house, for the next person that rings, charge 25. And if there's a big £40 or €40 house, charge 50. So first, get the prices in a really good way. I wish I would have done that before my employee, because I'm doing that now. I've been doing it for the last couple of years, just trying to up all my really bad prices. So if you do that first, before you get an employee, up all those prices, so that you're not trying to rush with your employee. You're not trying to rush yourself, because everything is well paid. So up those prices yourself. Go looking for loads of new work. Advertise on the van, advertise on Facebook, advertise on flyers. Do absolutely everything that you can to get more work in, and do it for more money than all of your customers now, even if it's on the same street. Up the prices of everything. And if you've got a street that's got really, really bad prices, up those as well. And do you know what? Maybe delay getting an employee by 4 or 5 months until you've upped all those prices, because you're going to be making more money as you are now. But I suppose the real key is not to be in fear about getting those new customers or losing customers. Counteract that first by having so many people contacting you that you're not worried about losing your round. So this is a very slow stroll, and I'm gonna have to get on with it now. But a lovely evening, and I just fancy going for a bit of my walk. I've really, we've been flat out, and I've really let my health slip. Eating out of delis and garages every day and stuff like that. So really need to get my shit together, man.